That is last in the NBA.
Very high expectations, very young team, most difficult schedule to start out for the...
Alston gets it down low to Yao, blocked by Chris Billups. Chris Billups the other night with 16 rebounds, a couple of block shots, and Aldridge off the break with the first bucket of the game.
Is there any better place? Perimeter shot that he really pushed the ball down the court, got him an easy basket.
7-0 run for Houston. Batum. Nicholas Batum played 8 against Minnesota on Saturday night. Here's Fry, set up by Roy. A 6-0 run for the Blazers, and they lead by 3.
It's interesting. 2 of those guys out, or both of those players out. You know, it's a challenge for head coach Nate McMillan.
Oh, what a move by Roy. Stepping around Yao Ming. Martell Webster.
What other player plays defense like that on the perimeter? Maybe Bruce Bowen?
Here is Aldridge. Crowd urging the Blazers on. They want to see Roy take the shot. He does, and hits. Only a second field goal. And Rick Adelman looks to talk things over. Timeout to the third quarter. The Blazers now lead by 4.
Take that to the glass, or was it on the glass when he came over and blocked that one?
Here's Brandon Roy. He's hit 2 in a row.
Well, it's that mid-range game. And when I told you he's a...
Oh, Roy with a beautiful move, and he scores! Took the move on Artest.
Watch when Roy faces up on Artest. He sees the opening there. The quick change of direction with the ball, one step past him, and his concentration and strength, the ability.
Brandon Roy up top, facing one of the better on-the-ball defenders, just crossing and over, gets into the lane. Coach, you said with the strength, Rockets up by 5.
Landry came in for Chuck Hayes, who fouled out. Landry goes 6'9". Nice move by Roy. Gets it off to Chris Billups. The game is tied at 94.
Or did Brandon Roy have to work hard to get to that spot? You have to give him a
timeout.
You see Roy come back, crossover, a second time, bring Yao over, find his teammate.
Rebounded by Outlaw. And they'll play it out. Final seconds of overtime. Down to 3. Here's Roy. Yes! 1.9 to go. In overtime. Houston calls for time. So Brandon Roy, who has struggled with his shot, in fact, Portland over the last 7:45, 1 for 12 from the field prior to this.
And you can tell that Nate McMillan must have told his team in the timeout, if we get a stop, take it in transition. Take a look and see what we can get. Maybe we'll get a better shot in transition than we would by calling a timeout and trying to run a set play against their set defense. 1 against 3, Roy comes up with the big jump shot.
For the Rockets, that's their final timeout. For Houston, it's game 1 of a 5-game Western swing. Here's Blake to Roy. This is for the win. Brandon Roy with a fling 3 on the Blazers and beat the Rockets in overtime. They will review it. It appeared that he got it off on time, but we'll have to check out the videotape.
That's why when you have a shooter and a scorer like Brandon Roy, you're never out of it. As he just comes to the ball and elevates, gets his legs behind him, and follows through.
A dramatic shot showing the strength of Brandon Roy to be able to get off that shot attempt from that distance, but they are reviewing it. The officiating crew checking it out at the official scorers table.
When have you seen
The officiating crew, Bennett Salvatore, Violet Palmer, John Goebel, are taking a look. And here's Roy unleashing the shot. And it appears that it will count. You see the lights framing the backboard going off.
Well, the ball is clearly out of his hand as the light comes on, so it looks like it would be good.
It's amazing how much you can do in 0.8 of a second. Because there was a catch, a pivot, and a shot.
Yes, it
exactly.
was. He turned.
A catch, a pivot, and a shot.
Bennett Salvatore with the indication the basket counts, and the Blazers have defeated the Rockets in overtime on a three-pointer by Brandon Roy. This after the clutch shot by Yao Ming. That was Reggie Miller-like.
That was better than Reggie Miller.
Let's go to Cheryl with Brandon Roy.
They play awful, but I made them when they count. You know what? You guys are never making these games dull at all. Just describe the last two big shots by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, in this building, we're never out of it. And I was so disappointed that I fouled on that last play. I just told Blake, whatever you do, give me the ball, and I'm going to try to make the shot.
On the very last shot, did you know you had that much time? As soon as it left your hand, did you know it was going in?
Well, we always talk in practice, with 0.8, you can catch and shoot. So I said, as soon as I catch, I'm going to try to get a good look off on it. And, I mean, it's just a blast, and it was a great shot, and I'm just happy we got the win for my team.
You had a tough loss last night against Utah. How do you guys take this win and build on it?
We have to. I mean, we beat two of the best teams in the NBA in our building, and we have another game at home. And we just got to believe. I mean, that's what these fans help us do, and that's what everybody in the locker room believes. So,
we were talking about before the game, just the chemistry that you and LaMarcus have. I mean, tonight he was sensational as well.
Oh, man, he was unbelievable, and I kept telling him in the fourth quarter, just be patient, knock your free throws down. I'm going to keep coming to you. And he carried us all night long, and I just said, I'm going to try to make some plays for you down the stretch, and I was fortunate enough to make some.
Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Mark?
All right, the final stats on